Welcome to Mountain Valley Real Estate, where you get to virtually walk the property with me so you can get a superior boots on the ground feel for the property. Ooh-wee! Check that out! Year-round Cow Creek! Awesome! Wow, that's a huge crane. Did you see that? Oh, hi! Oh, I just have lunch. Yeah, great day to be out on the creek. Would you like to fish or pan for gold? Maybe you want to target shoot or relax in a hammock looking out at Mt Lassen. Sit back and relax while I show you Cow Creek, the mountain views, the end of the road privacy, and all the features of this fascinating 38.7 acres. So on September 19th, I posted a video on this property right here. So it adjoins this one, and you can have both currently. They're both for sale. They are from the same seller, and it has this bigger flat area and the concrete structure. It does not have anything going up into the property though, like this one, where you can drive up in there and hang out up there in the flat area. So they each have their different attributes depending on what you want the property for, but they both have a lot of creek frontage. But here's what that a little snippet of that property, in case you haven't seen that one. But it's right here. It's the same basic size, and it's right here joining it to the north. So walking across right now is not an issue. Today we are starting out in Yuba City, over there by the Hearst of Olives, if you're familiar with that town. And why not? Why Yuba? Why not? So we're gonna head on Highway 20 over here till we reach Interstate 5 at Williams, and then we're gonna head north, and we're going to keep going until we're gone to Redding, California. We're going to take Highway 299 east right here, and we are going to go until we reach this spot here. It's probably about 20 minutes from Redding, and this is Highway 299 running through the property. It is one parcel, even though it's cutting it looks like two, but it's really one. And what I want to show you here, there's another way into the property, which I'll show you in a second. But while I'm here, there's this road off to the left that you could drive up and follow around, and it goes up to the top up here, and there's a flat area right about here. This is where I show in the video. I walk up this road and I show views. It's very quiet up here. You can't hear the highway, can't see the highway. So anyway, that's a nice spot for a getaway place. If you want to build a house up there, you would probably have to pave this road because it's steep, and the county would probably want to be able to get a fire truck up there. But you could, if it's not spring or winter, you can walk across the creek and get to this flat area here, or you can go explore this area here. This is what we call the mini Grand Canyon, and there's a seasonal creek that runs through here, as you can see the dotted blue line. So let me show you a three-dimensional quickly. There you go. Alright, let's look at this side first. So you can see how it's steep up here and then that way. You can drive up there with a four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. It's just on the steeper side. Then you've got this side. You can see you got about a 1/4 acre flat area here, mini Grand Canyon area, which you'll see in the video. So as far as driving into this area here, you would keep going on Highway 299 until you get to Oak Run Road. This is Oak Run Road. So a little further up the highway, you can turn onto this road. Sorry, my map's loading slowly. But you'll turn from Oak Run Road, and we follow it to the top of the hill right to here, and you take Donkey Mine Road right here. Here's what that looks like when you drive in. Now I recommend all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive on this Donkey Mine Road. Once you get in about 2-3 miles in, it's about 5 miles until you get to the property, but it has been recently cleaned up, so you can get in there without scratching your vehicle for the most part. All right, here's that 1/4 acre roughly flat area. It's one parcel with one number with the highway cutting it in half, but it's not two, it's just one parcel. You can see Little Cow Creek going through it. So we are right on the edge, basically, give or take. This is a really cool property because it has a road leading up here. You can kind of see the trail. So you can turn on the highway, go left, up this dirt road. Leads you up here. It's a flat area up there, views. Extremely quiet. You can see Mt Lassen to the east. Really sweet up there. So today Land Squatch and I are showcasing this incredible 38.7 acres on year-round Little Cow Creek. This property has been featured previously, but there's some new and improved things here. 2 to be exact. 1, the price, a huge price reduction. It's $61,000 now, and it's still offered with seller financing with half down. And the second is you can drive on in right to here if you want. You can drive right down in here. There's a little lip right here, but it's perfect for a jump for your motorcycle or your ATV. And this area down here is right by the creek. It's right down that gully down there is the creek. The one downside is you do have the highway sitting right above there. When you're down at the creek, you can't see the highway and they can't see you. But here, yeah, they can see you as they drive by. That's the one downside. There goes a vehicle. Welcome to Mountain Valley Real Estate. I'm John, and if you're new here, please subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my new property videos released Fridays at 5 p.m. There's a land squatch hiding in the shadow. This property is located in the historic town of Ingot, where in 1862 the old timers mined for copper, silver, and zinc. This property adjoins the Afterthought Smelter, where they melted the rock. That's the Afterthought Smelter over there with the concrete structure. Previously listed that one for sale. It does adjoin this property somewhere right around the hump right here. It's roughly the boundary, I think, give or take. Anyway, the Afterthought Smelter is where they melted the rock to extract the precious metals. Mineral rights here, you get 0 to 100 feet down, and you get approximately 580 feet of awesome Little Cow Creek. It does contain fish. There's some small ones. Let me show you right here. Also included is this 1/4 acre flat area. So this property and others in this area are getting government funding for old mine mineral remnants cleanup from the EPA in the form of a super fund. There is an actual mine about a mile up the road further. Anyway, this cleanup is at no cost to the owner according to the EPA. The elevation ranges from 1,100 to about 1,550 feet, which is below the snow line. So, you know, come here and fish, recreate. My cell phone usually doesn't work here, so take that into consideration. Property taxes are just over 1% of the assessed value per year, and the zoning's unclassified. Here's what that means. All right, so as you can see, we've got Highway 299 here, property on the other side, got the creek down there, flat spot down there, and then this way goes up to the flat area. It's a steep hill, and I parked right here, so we'll start walking. I believe part of this road is an easement for the power company because there's a power running along 299 in this direction now. You can see it up there. Actually, I don't know if that's power. Looks like telephone or something. I'm sure there's an easement right here for them to drive up here and maintain their poles and the lines. And then after that, road keeps going, and should be all yours as far as easement stopping, I believe. And you can see this little box there, little pot there has some stew in it. But I'm going to show you the slope here, what the slope percent is in a few minutes. I could drive right up this thing. I just don't want to scratch up my vehicle at the moment. So phone says 21%. I'm sorry, 21 degrees slope. It's not too bad, I guess. Okay, so I just came up this way and we're gonna head up there. I'm assuming it's 3-phase. Since there's 3 wires, but I'm no expert. So for you that know what that is, if you can, leave a comment if you can tap into that for household power. Got animal trail right there, going across the road down that way. Here we are at the top. It's bigger than it looks because you got some brush you could clear out if you want a big turnaround or big campsite. Keeps going that way, and the terrain's pretty nice. Anyway, there's some clearing here. Opened this up. Looks to be a beautiful. We've got my favorite little tree bush. This one's more of a tree, which is cool. What's this called again? It's a test. Red smooth bark. That's right, manzanita. Good job. Little picnic bench. All right, we gotta try these out. Back down. Have a seat here. All right, I'm gonna kick it here for a while. I'll be back. Yep, I'm still sitting in the chair here. So peaceful and quiet up here. Can hear the wind gently blowing in the trees. Highway's way down there. I can't even hear it. Wow, I see Mt Lassen too. I gotta show you that one right here. Spectacular Mt Lassen. Just needs a little work. I think the Sasquatch got to it. Yeah, you got nice terrain over here. Level. Just got to clear a little brush there if you want to make it bigger. All right, we're gonna head down. Wow, look at that quartz. That is awesome. Wow. So I think it's quartz. Some of the rock mixed in with it. Wow, look at that beauty, man. Oh, there's my buddy. Came along too. He likes the water. All right. Sand. Nice sandy beaches here. All kinds of cool things around here. So up here is like a little road. Flat area is going to be right there on that lip. Let's go check out the Grand Canyon. There's a lot of nice ground in here. You're away from the highway. Got some privacy here. But this ground over here looks real nice. Yeah, right over here. A little seasonal creek here. Coming from that Grand Canyon area, which is at the top of the hill right there. Check and see if there's any waterfalls here. This one's cool. It's like a small little two-step. Nice. Oh, look at that. Let's see, right there. All right, guys, gals. What is this? It's a manual garden tiller. You're going to till your soil. You turn the handle up top and you can get some tilling going on. Wow. Told you some cool artifacts here. You could explore this property for days and find all kinds of cool things. It's like we're on the moon here. Some kind of a gray hard sand or something. It's a little road right there. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice big area over there. Goes down that way along that side of the mini Grand Canyon here. Yeah, you got to come check out this property. This one's cool. Big tree fell down over there. Cell phone works here. Getting text messages. Property goes up a bit further. The area above it, which will give you a good overview of what this property looks like from up high. Looks like there's a flat area up there too, besides the one down low. Lots of deer prints around here. Good sized deer. Acorns. Yummy. Hungry little fella? There you go. There you go. Another tiller for your garden. This one you definitely have to plug your drill into. Lots of quartz. Tons of quartz. This looks like iron. And this one's just plain cool. We're gonna go on the side of the mountain here to get over there. Can you carry us there, Land Squatch? You see that line right there? That's pretty close to the property line, so it's this side, so you get this flat area right in here, all that. And then of course it goes across the creek, across the highway, and back up that big mountain until you get to that big, way up on top, big flat area, that hill climb. And goes back up here too. I think they carry that one at Home Depot. No, Ace. Yeah, Ace Hardware has that one. So this would be a cool area if you were wanting to set up right here for your little getaway. Cool, huh? Looks like it's on. Anyway, the road's right down here, and it goes that direction, so you can probably come in another way. Let's go out this way and follow the road back down. There you go. So everything pretty much to the left of that line right there. And then across the highway. And then up the hill. Pretty much to the top of that hill up there. Let's go down and take a look. Alright, here's the flat area. So you've got mineral rights from surface down to 100 feet. So you have a really unique property here. A lot of rich history of mining, mainly for copper and silver. But you've got year-round Cow Creek. Yeah, you either have to cross it or drive in the back way. But you can access the other side of the property where you don't have to cross the creek with that road that goes up to that flat spot. It's pretty sweet. Cell phone seems to work over here on this side. And I think it also up the top where the flat spot is. Owner's willing to carry with half down. If you like this video, check out this one or this one.